Hey learners, Jared here, and today we're going to go through using Tracker video analysis software to do your physics of presentation. And we're going to kind of go start to finish. So having nothing in Tracker to now having the object tracked and scaled and positional data to actually analyze and present. So I'm going to go ahead and add my video into Analyze. So File, Import, Video, and there we are right there, Mario. And it's going to import all of those frames. And you might get a beginning message right here that's saying, don't use these frames. Just go ahead and hit OK on that. And typical Tracker, it doesn't import the clip in the correct orientation. So to fix that, we go Video, Filters, and we want a new rotation filter. And then you can rotate however you need to get that clip where it needs to be. Okay, so in starting your analysis, everything you need is right here in this clip, scale, axis, and then actually track the object. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is go into clip settings. And here you just want to make sure that your clip settings match what you recorded. So if you recorded this in slow-mo on your iPhone, you want to check and see what frame rate were you recording, 240 or 120. If you have the newer iPhones, those can actually record at 60 frames per second. If you did a screen recording on your PC, what frame rate is your PC working? Is it 60, 30, things like that? And so that's where you would input that manually right here if it didn't already do that for you. So that our frame rate's good. So now we're ready to move over one and actually scale our object. Now with something like Mario, there isn't a real world scale to go off of unless you use, like Wikipedia or things like that, how tall is Mario? If you do that, you need to reference that in your presentation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go new calibration stick to scale my object. And I'm going to zoom in on the object that's too much, on the object that I want to scale. And I'm going to scale one of these blocks. And so to actually add a scale, once you see up here that you're working in your calibration stick, shift click, and then you'll see a blue line appear with the kind of predetermined how long that object is. And you can scale a video like this kind of however you want. So I'm going to say that this is just 1 M to, this is in blocks. So each M is a block. And if you have a real world video, then you need a real life scale to go with that. So if you're, analyzing a soccer ball, you can use the width of the soccer ball. Okay. So we have added our scale, we've got our calibration stick, now we're ready to add our axis. And you can move that around by clicking right here in the middle and dragging that over. And what I usually suggest is make your Y height 0, making that the ground, and then making the X position, this vertical line here, X0, where the object starts. So where your position tracking is going to start, where your projectile starts, making that the X equals 0. And with my video that I'm going to analyze, I am going to analyze Mario's, oh boy, Mario jumping, I think, or actually he breaks a block here in the end. And I think I'm going to analyze that block breaking. Boink, right there. So I am going to make right here be my X equals 0 position. And so I've done my clip settings, I've added my scale, I've added my axis. Now the other thing that you guys might want to do is find the frame where your object first becomes a projectile. So I'm going to track this, actually I'm going to go left. I'm going to track that left kind of part of that block there. And so I find the frame where that first happens. And so you can do that by right here moving frame by